Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's episode, we'll be doing the Game Week 18 team selection as well as revealing the formula to achieve green arrows. However, before we do, please remember to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. We will really appreciate it as we've got big plans for this channel and it helps the YouTube algorithm. Before we continue, we've got the FPL trivia question for today. After Erling Haaland, who has the second highest XG or expected goals cumulatively after Game Week 17? The options are A. Ivan Toney, B. Darwin Núñez, or C. Alexander Mitrovic. Which of these three after Erling Haaland has the second highest XG or expected goals cumulatively after Game Week 17? Please stay tuned, we will reveal the answer at the end of this video. We continue with our Game Week 17 team review. Goal, Kepa Arrizabalaga was back to his brilliant best with a clean sheet and lots of saves as he achieved a solid 9 points. Trippier continued his amazing season with an assist, a clean sheet and maximum 3 bonus points for a haul of 12 points. While Cancelo was unfortunately benched and came on for a cameo performance and only managed 1 point. Reece James unfortunately was injured during the match before 60-minute mark and only managed 1 point. In midfield, Mo Salah managed a goal and assist as well as 2 bonus points for a solid 12-point score. Marcus Rashford achieved a goal, an assist, a clean sheet and maximum 3 bonus points for a magnificent 14-point haul. Gabriel Martinelli carried on his amazing recent performance with a goal and 8 points. Phil Foden was another one who succumbed to Pep Roulette and came on for a 1-point cameo. Up front, Erling Haaland was again the star with a brace and 26 points as our captain. Darwin Núñez carried on his recent disappointing performances with a 2-point score. Anthony Martial scored a goal and a solid 6-point score. Overall, our team managed a very good 92-point score, which is 20 points more than the average of 72 points. What this meant is that we had another green arrow and start to move up the ladder. Currently our rank is 15,805 out of more than 10 million players in the world. We are quite happy. There were a couple of disappointments in the team selection and in some of the players' performances. However, because our team is quite spread out in terms of key players, we are quite happy to start off post-World Cup with a solid green arrow. So please continue to subscribe and follow us for more green arrow moves. This is the FPLA Super League standings after Game Week 17. In first place we've got yours truly. In second place we've got Jamie Duncan. Third place goes to Dennis Kuswanda. In joint third we've got Pedro Azevedo. Fifth place we've got Arnav Garg. Sixth place we've got Mebni Mohamed Amar. Seventh place we've got Shazad Ahmed. Eighth place we've got Mohamed Omar. In ninth place we've got Mohamed Usman. And 10th place, rounding up the top 10, we've got Sanusi Atatürkci. Well done to everybody that's made it in the FPLA Plus top 10. Those that are not yet there or just out of it, please keep on trying and your moment will arrive sometime soon. These are the key Game Week 18 fixtures to target. They are color coded. As you'll note, the green fixtures are the easier fixtures, at least on paper, with the blue ones being more medium toughness in terms of fixture difficulty rating, but they are form teams, and then the red ones are the tougher fixtures. The main topic of Game Week 18 for many managers is what to do with Reece James, who was unfortunately injured during game week 17, and according to the latest news seems to be out for between 3 to 4 weeks. However, keeping in mind that there are lots of fixtures that are taking place, there could also be a possibility that he might not be rushed when he's back. So 3 to 4 weeks could be when he's back. However, he might get limited minutes. This seems to be sort of a medium time scale at this stage. There are some time certain injuries where players return earlier. However, because this is a reoccurrence, you would think that Chelsea would be a little bit more conservative with bringing him back. So if you're looking for a replacement, the options at this stage, under 5.8 million, one of the stars of Manchester United's game week 17 match was Luke Shaw. Managed 2 bonus points, kept a clean sheet. Manchester United's fixtures are Wolves away, then Bournemouth, so those 2 are quite good. However, Manchester City thereafter. And then the next option that we've got is another fellow Chelsea defender. Not many people have been talking about him, and that is Koulibaly. The reason why he's on this list, he could potentially be one of the more nailed on players. He might not be the most attacking player, however, he could be attacking at set pieces. And if you are looking for a solid defender that has got a double game week, and Manchester or Chelsea have got one in game week 19, then a Chelsea defender such as Koulibaly, who could potentially play both matches, could be one of those players. The next defender that we've got is Marc Cucurella, much more attacking than Koulibaly. And his price is also 0.4 less than Koulibaly. The only potential consideration is whether he is nailed on. At this stage, Chilwell is earmarking a return sometime soon. So if he does come back quite soon, then it is possible that Cucurella could be benched, and has been benched earlier during the season. The next option that we have is Ivan Perisic from Tottenham Hotspur at 5.5 million. Ivan Perisic at his best can be one of the most lethal attacking defenders in world football. He's had a bit of a mixed bag season. In the World Cup, he was quite solid. Stayed on for 90 minutes in many matches. And his fixtures are looking quite good. If you're looking at it, Aston Villa, then Crystal Palace, and then he's got a double game week, except only thing is he's probably got one of the toughest double game weeks, and both those matches you probably don't expect him to keep a clean sheet, so you'll be very reliant on him starting those both matches, which could be tricky, as well as getting attacking points from that. Then the last defender that we've got under 5.8 million is Sven Botman from Newcastle at only 4.4 million. A newly rejuvenated Newcastle team that has been unbelievable in defense this season. To pay that amount is extreme value. He's got Leeds next, he's got Arsenal, which would be the tough one, and then you've got Fulham. At 4.4 million, you can't expect much attacking returns. However, if you're looking for clean sheet potential, then he plays for a team that definitely will give you a good chance of a clean sheet. And then any other points that are after that would be a bonus. Looking at Reece James injury replacements, players that are above 5.8 million. We have got firstly Andy Robertson from Liverpool at 6.8 million. He has been very attacking towards the end of the first half of the season before the World Cup. Had quite a few assists and attacking threats. Looked quite dangerous, and had another assist in the last match in game week 17 as well. He's playing Leicester next, then Brentford, and then Brighton. Those are quite decent fixtures. The only consideration is whether Liverpool are able to keep clean sheets, as they have not been as solid at the back defensively as a team. However, if you're looking for a defender, then Robertson would be one of the top defenders from Liverpool at this stage. Then Kieran Trippier, if you don't have him, then he's a no-brainer at 5.9 million. Plays Leeds next, then Arsenal and Fulham. Extremely attacking and has been unbelievable this season. Then the last defender that we've got above 5.8 million is João Cancelo at 7.4 million. Plays Everton next at home, then Chelsea, and then he's got a double game week against Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. He hasn't had a brilliant season like he had last year. However, he's still been quite solid. And if you are looking for a team that will give you an opportunity for attacking defender points, then Manchester City could definitely be one of those teams where there are numerous opportunities, and Cancelo is often seen in the box. So those are the options that we have for Reece James injury replacements below 5.8 million as well as above 5.8 million. Currently on our players watch list, we have got Alexander Mitrovic at 6.9 million. There was rumor of him not starting the last match. However, he started and was magnificent, as he had a 15-point haul. He plays Southampton next, who are bottom of the log. Then he's got a double game week against Leicester and Chelsea, and then plays Newcastle. Next we have got Mikel Almiron, who has been unbelievable for Newcastle at only 5.9 million, and his price keeps on rising. He plays Leeds next, then Arsenal, then Fulham. Can he carry on scoring like he has? He's been having the season of his life. Next we've got Andy Robertson, as mentioned earlier, at only 6.8 million. Plays Leicester, Brentford and Brighton, one of the top attacking defenders currently. Then we have got two Chelsea players. The first one that we have is Mason Mount at 7.5 million. If you're looking for a player in the 8 million bracket, he plays Nottingham Forest next, then he's got a double game week against Manchester City and Fulham, and then plays against Crystal Palace. Some great fixtures there, including a double game week as well, and at only 7.5 million could be great value. Then we've got a striker from Chelsea. We've got Kai Havertz at 7.7 million. He's been quite attacking and scored a goal in the last match, and if you're looking for a striker replacement, he could be great value as well. Currently we have a few transfer plan options for game week 18. One of them involves finding a replacement for Reece James, and one of the standard options, as mentioned earlier, if we're using our free transfer only, would be that we could remove Reece James and do a straight swap to his teammate Koulibaly, so that the benefit of this is that we would have a double game week in game week 19. While he might not offer massive attacking threat, we could potentially get 2 bites of the cherry in game week 19, and the fixtures on either side of game week 19 are also quite promising. There is a good possibility that Chelsea could keep clean sheets there as well. The transfer plan number 2, this involves taking a -4 hit. This is quite a attacking the fixtures transfer plan, and this involves taking out Reece James in order to bring in Andy Robertson, and because Andy Robertson is 1 million more expensive than Reece James, we need to fund it, and the funding could potentially happen by removing Darwin Núñez and bringing in someone like Kai Havertz, who has got a double game week, and at 7.7 million that will still allow 0.3 million in the bank. The last transfer option that we have is should there be team news that Phil Foden is not starting, for Manchester City. We will possibly not risk getting another 1 point cameo, and in the 8 million bracket range, the player that we could possibly go for is Mason Mount, who has got a double game week in game week 19 and Nottingham Forest as well in game week 18. He is much cheaper than Phil Foden and allows a 0.8 million in the bank that could be used for a future upgrade elsewhere as well. This is how the game week 18 team will line up with option 1, that is if Phil Foden plays. In goal we'll have Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea. In defence we'll have Kieran Trippier from Newcastle, followed by Joao Cancelo from Manchester City and Andy Robertson from Liverpool. In midfield we'll have Mo Salah from Liverpool, Marcus Rashford from Manchester United, Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal and Phil Foden from Manchester City. Up front, the 3 strikers, we'll have Erling Haaland from Manchester City, Kai Havertz from Chelsea and Anthony Martial from Manchester United. The other variations on this team is we could potentially play Ben White from Arsenal, or we could transfer in Koulibaly from Chelsea. If we had to take up one of those 2 options, that would mean that Kai Havertz will not be transferred in and we will keep Darwin Núñez that is in our existing team. The captaincy armband for this team for game week 18 is currently on Erling Haaland, with the vice captaincy on Mo Salah. Other possible options for captaincy could be Kai Havertz. The team value of this team is currently 103.1 million with 0.3 million in the bank. On the bench we'll have Danny Ward from Leicester City, we'll have Andreas from Fulham, we'll have Ben White from Arsenal and Williams from Manchester United. The game week 18 team option number 2, this is if Phil Foden does not play. The team will be exactly the same as the previous team, except Ben White will come off the bench and he'll play in the back line, and Phil Foden, who was in midfield, he will be transferred out and Mason Mount will be transferred in. Captaincy armband will then still be on Erling Haaland with the vice captaincy on Mo Salah. This team's team value is 102.6 million with 0.8 million in the bank. On the bench we'll have Danny Ward from Leicester, Andreas from Fulham, Williams from Manchester United and Reece James from Chelsea will continue to be on the bench for this team. The answer to our FPL trivia question, the question was, after Erling Haaland, who has the second highest XG or expected goals cumulatively after game week 17? Did you get the answer to this trivia question that we asked earlier? Please note in the comments below if you got this answer correct or not. The answer for this question is as follows. Ivan Toney has got the highest XG of all players after Erling Haaland. His XG was 12.23 compared to Darwin Núñez's of 7.82 and Alexander Mitrovic's of 9.45. Did you get this answer correct? That's it for this Game Week 18 video. We hope you found this video quite useful. All the best for Game Week 18 and good luck. Until next time, cheerio.